Oh yeah, you could hear that. That's what I deal with all day. What's up? Randy here, Nerds Templar. Listening to loud trucks use their Jake brakes coming into my town. Chilling here in our episode 75 of our Pokemon collection stream. It's been a long time. This is month 7, beginning-ish of the end of month 6 and the beginning of month 7 are kind of weird how I'm gonna have to do them in like the collection series later on when I'm like doing month by month our top 10s and stuff like that, because the Elite Trainer box, of course, from Shattered Fable was like a week later than I wanted it to be, so a week later max than we could have gone. So yeah, I'm basically just gonna end up like flipping that Friday stream with the Friday stream that was previous to it, which are both Shrouded Fables, so it doesn't really matter, I suppose, other than just again, technically, you know, one was actually pulled later than the other, but yeah, just for the sake of having because just to serve my own compulsive tendencies, I'm going to put that there so the Elite Trainer box that was supposed to be at the end of the month is in fact at the end of the month. So yeah, so technically we've actually begun what would be month 7. I guess that means I'm trying to think. Yeah, so yeah, month 7 Tuesday would have begun. The new months we do are always going to be on Tuesdays, begin on Tuesdays with a shorter stream or whatever, smaller stream. And all of this month 7, it begins with and probably is going to end with stuff from tournaments. So that's what we did last week. That began month 7, and this is the second of those weeks. Again, more tournament stuff. And as you can see, maybe even also read in the title, this was the Stellar Crown pre-release party. And so we got our Build and Battle box, of course, from the tournament, which we won, just saying. I mean, it was the pre-release thing, so it's not like a real tournament. You don't feel as accomplished when you win that, because everyone just cracked the thing open, used the random 40 card mini deck that was inside in a mini tournament, mini game, mini matches, and you know, there's a lot more randomness involved. It's a lot harder to get the cards you want. It's, you know, the game takes a little longer because you're both kind of usually both players are usually kind of searching for a couple turns for what they need. That ended up being mostly the case, but hey, you know what? We won. That's fun. That means finally we got some extra stuff. We also splurged with some of the guys a little bit at the end. We were chilling. It was fun. I mentioned we just did our 6-month half an anniversary look at our new collection from Sword and Shield base set and onward. So basically just, yeah, the last 2 series, Sword and Shield and this Scarlet and Violet. We're just check those out. Just finished that stream, which is now again a video, which is great. Now it's in the archives. But when we were doing that, I mentioned how Small World, I happened to not know one of the other guys at the comic shop better than I thought, but I know a lot of people that he knows, put it that way. So that's always fun. Like and subscribe. Sorry, just kind of chilling for a bit here and chatting until we get to the point where we're actually going to be opening this stuff. Just realize, you know what, again, I'm always switching this around. We're going to bring myself down here. You can see number 1 up there are our top 10 currently that I've gone through the videos of again to put the chapters in. Those are everything in the top 10 is only up to that point, and that's about maybe episode 50-ish right now. So I have a lot to go. I'm sorry. I'm getting there. But that's why not all of our best cards are up here in our top 10. Currently, best is Eerie. I believe that's approaching $30. I think Garchomp was trending downward toward 20, unfortunately. There you can feast your eyes almost literally upon my first orange habanero of the year. Awesome, huh? Gotta eat that before it goes bad. They don't actually tend to last that long, just sitting out. The super hots, I believe. Anywho, yeah, just gotta bide some time until we get to the 10-minute point. That's when we're gonna start usually again looking into actually checking out this stuff. Schedule. Talk about the schedule just quickly here. In fact, let's talk quickly first about what I have right now, sort of unopened to go through in the future. And I don't know exactly when that'll be, but at some point in the future, stuff will go through. In here, I know you maybe see and have seen before, right back there. You can't see them actually; they're just off camera, above Candela's head there. My unopened, just basically loose boosters of non-Pokemon TCG stuff. But in here, and I'm not going to show you because I'm going to keep it a secret for now. This is well, it's a Magic the Gathering box because one of my buddies from the comic shop made a trade, a purchase from somebody that came, and he had got a lot of these empties, and I had a lot of stuff to take back, so I said, hey, I'll take some of those. So now we had some nice little extra boxes. That's what this is. It's not actual Magic cards inside. It's actually all, well, you know what some of them are here. You know that we have some prize packs in there, but that's how many of the loose boosters of Pokemon we currently have unopened fills this box right now. Just so you know. So yeah, we got some of those. That's nice. And we also have two, you can see up there, two fighting stacking tins, and also our Jolteon GX. Oh yeah, and I didn't open the lightning stacking tin yet. Yeah, I had to think about that. Still have the lightning stacking tin in the front there too to open. So not bad. We've got a few things we're sitting on. That's great. Have actually a couple more things coming in the mail, and then of course we're gonna have our next month's ETB coming up much sooner than it seems would normally happen because of all the messing around with the schedule and late shipping and stuff. Well, not really late, but just later than I had hoped for. So because of that, we will actually be checking out even more Stellar Crowns soon. But you know what? After this pre-release, and we might even be doing another pre-release tomorrow, Wednesday. I really want to do it, but I really don't feel like going the whole way down to where the place is in the evening to do it. If the guy thinks that we'll be done by 8, then maybe I'll be more motivated to go. But man, that's the only reason I haven't been down to that shop yet, is just a little too far away for my liking. I haven't actually been down to that small city yet to search for collectibles at all. So, that's why I haven't been to that shop at all yet. Anywho, as you can maybe see here, not only, of course, we have the build and battle box. Slowly now, I guess I'm gonna start really talking about what we have here. So like, subscribe. Sorry for those of you who are going to be starting a little late. I guess you won't hear my apology, but we have, the build and battle box, which of course comes with the 40 card deck, which we'll look at first, and also 4 packs of Stellar Crown. You can kind of use those to change your deck a little bit if you want, the deck that they give you for the tournament, but I don't do that because I'll probably just ruin things. You can tell by my attire that it's cold today because weather is just terrible. It's not supposed to be yet. It's should still be summertime, but yeah, goes from 90 degrees to 50 degrees because that's weather for you. Anyway, I showed before, wherever they are. Oh, up here. The last tournament we got the prize support. I don't know what they call it, like the extras. We got 4 of each Buddy Buddy Poffins and Super Rods there. Play sets of both, and then now we also got a full play set of TM Evolutions. Awesome. Obviously we use all of those. We don't use 4 of each. We probably use 4 Buddy Buddies, 1 Super Rod, and 2 TM Evolutions maybe. Just because you kind of want to make sure you get one of those out early. And then also in here, real quickly, this wasn't actually something I won, but I did put out a hit order, a bounty on any prize pack, psychic energies, any at all. I said unhollow, but my buddy threw in a reverse hollow there anyway, so we're just gonna not sell that or use it and just probably hold on to it. It'll be one of our keepsakes. Make us think of our friend Steve whenever we see that. But yeah, a few psychics from him. So actually this, along with what we have, is going to get us really close to enough for my deck. Updated it with, actually, you know what? We're getting close to 10. We are at 10 minutes here, so I'll just show real quick. I think I did show this, in fact, already. Oh, but I will be changing a couple other things in here whenever not only the energies, of course, but come on now, the sleeves will be. I probably use some chintzy or purple. Actually, you know what? I'll probably end up going and buying a new set. Usually, whenever for the bigger tournaments, that's probably what I'll end up doing. Or every other tournament, every other actual tournament at the comic shop where I'm using my Gardevoir deck, I'll probably end up buying again every other tournament a new set of sleeves from him, just again to give him a little business as well. Usually, I end up buying something else there anyway if I have the funds on me. But I'll be doing that probably every time. That's where these last yellow sleeves came from. This time, who knows what color I'll get. So that'll always be every other time at least that'll be a new thing. So we have not Buddy Buddies yet updated, no Ionos, but we have the Manaphy, the Rare Candy, no Buddy Buddies, maybe a couple Nest Balls. Of course, not the Radiant Greninja yet or the Gardevoirs. I saw somebody pulled, actually two different people pulled Gardevoir EX at the last tournament from their prize packs. I'm like, oh my goodness. Those are not exactly cheap, so it's not something you're like, oh hey, I could use that. So I just like to I probably wouldn't even use one. I wouldn't be able to bring myself to do it. I may keep it though, however, almost as like a memento, being that we again are using the Gardevoir EX deck as our first deck ever, really, tournament wise. Not the first one we've ever used ever, because we had some of the like starter decks as kids. That me and my cousin used. My sister, older than us, didn't actually ever do that. But whenever we got a little older and she stopped playing or collecting at all, me and my cousin, we did get some of the decks and play the actual game a little bit. Also, of course, there was the Game Boy game, Pokemon trading card Game Boy game. That was an awesome game. I played a decent bit of that back in the day. So yeah, also, of course, going to update the energies. Had maybe one Arven in here. In fact, I may have taken him out because the Arvens are worth so much. Jacques not as much. So one unhollow Jacques, that's all we use. No luxurious capes. Couple Ultra Balls, maybe not that one though. No Fluttermanes. Fluttermane might be in the new prize packs, but I don't think I've seen it yet. If it is, Ultra Ball again. Arven unstamped. Got the reverse hollow Screamtail, which again may be in the new prize packs, but I don't think I've seen that either. No Ralts in any prize packs, which again is, I guess, makes sense because it's not something you actually keep out there for very long. Curly has a different story because that's again, that's a huge card in the deck, not one that you're just trying to get through to Gardevoir. That's why I don't actually use rare candies. That's why I use the TM evolutions instead. Bravery Charm there. It'd be nice to get some stamped unhollow, maybe of those, because the stamped hollow guys, I just can't bring myself to use them. It's also kind of, honestly, it's kind of easy to tell. It doesn't take long to start being able to tell the difference, even when they're face down between your hollow and unhollow cards. So for that reason, also, it's nice to. I think that's also maybe why you see people buying the unhollows are sometimes even worth more than the hollow versions if there are unhollows, because I think for that reason, some people in tournaments, unless you're going to use all hollow cards and they're all going to be like have the hollow warp to them, basically, is what it is. Then you don't have to worry as much. But yeah, when it's like half and half, then you have to start worrying. In tiny tournaments like the ones, small places like where I go, they don't care. Obviously, we're not good enough for all that. I mean, we really tried hard enough, maybe, but I, for one, do not. There's really only one guy that is probably going to be trying very hard to do anything from further tournament wise. Okay, good. I thought my Fluttermane was bent at the corner, but it's just actually the inner sleeve that's bent a little bit at the corner, which is annoying still. So we try to fix that real quick. I'm sorry. That shouldn't be. It's not actually affecting the card at all. That's the nice thing, of course, about the round cornered cards as opposed to those sports cards. Oh man, I hate dealing with those. And even the like tops, the older tops Pokemon cards, that kind of stuff, man. It's always scary. Sharp corners, hard corners. Yeah, hard to deal with. Get it? All right, now finally, let's check it out. We got our build and battle box. You also see a random stack of cards back there. Yeah, that's right. There's a random stack of cards. There's also, you probably see something else back there that says Stellar Crown, don't you? Well, for now, let's just check this out. Got, of course, again, like I said, 4 packs, as always. Got the set thing. I think those are maybe in the order I pulled them, maybe not. There was a lot of packs being pulled. I'll just say that right now. So things aren't as ordered as they usually are. But it did save everything within things. Pretty much the packs they should be in for you to see. So yeah, there's, of course, as always in these building battles, 40 card decks. There's 8 different versions. There's 4 different promos, each with 2 decks that go to it. You can see there, well, maybe, yeah, I guess maybe you can tell by the trainerships, maybe you can't. That's going to be the Crabominable promo there, stamped pre-release promo with the Stellar Crown logo. Not the worst looking card, but I mean, Crabominable, meh. There's the art on the other side if you'd like to see that. Galvantula, not too bad. Actually saw the guy pull that Galvantula, the regular one, not a full art or anything like that. Yeah, so Crabominable, that's again obviously one of the main cards. Food prep attacks used by this Pokemon cost 1 energy less for each Kofu card in your discard pile, which is a trainer supporter. I don't know if you know Kofu. That's he's a trainer, so a supporter, a person. Also, this is Stellar Crown. We're going to get our new energies, new Scarlet and Violet energies, number 2s. And actually, there, yeah, okay. So water energy number 11. So you can add these into the next into the list if you want. So what would it be? 1 to 9, I guess. Yeah, 1 to 9 for the first base set energies for Scarlet Violet, and then we go whatever 10 to 18 for these ones. SVE 10 to 18. Anyway, Lacey there. Actually, quite a good card, I thought. This Lacey. Shuffle your hand into your deck, then draw 4 cards. If your opponent has 3 or fewer prize cards remaining, draw 8 cards instead. So again, you get to shuffle your hand back into your deck, and what you usually, if you're trying to redraw your hand, you're hoping that you're putting your hand into your deck and not discarding it, like Professor's Research, which allows you to draw 7 cards, which is why Professor's Research is so nice. But Lacey here usually allows you to draw 4, but 3 or fewer prize cards doesn't really. It's not a huge stipulation to hit there to get 8 cards drawn instead, which is more than the Professor's Research and allows you to put your cards from your hand back into your deck instead, again, of discarding them. Maybe sometimes you want to discard them, and then in that case, take Professor's Research. By all means. Veluza, another card there with food prep, though. Attacks used by this Pokemon cost 1 energy less for each Kofu in your deck, or in your discard pile, that is. So again, you can get obviously up to 4 then. Crabominable has a 5-cost attack. Veluza has a 4-cost attack. So, yeah. Lana's Aid, which I think is a great card for a deck like mine, where you just basically, if you're going to super rod anything out with a super rod of your graveyard of your discard pile, it's going to be a Pokemon. Lana's Aid, 3 of any combination of Pokemon that don't have a rule box and basic energy cards from your discard pile into your hand. So that Drifloon and or Screamtail coming straight back from the discard into your hand with Lana's Aid out the aid of any other cards. Energy you're not so much worried about, but you can, of course, if you want to do a little less damage maybe to one of your Pokemon with Gardevoir's ability, but Gardevoir's ability is usually letting you, it does let you put out all the energy you want from your discard pile itself to your Pokemon, like this Drifloon, of course. Well, not that Drifloon, but like Drifloon. Here's a different Drifloon, which is a goofy Pokemon. The Drifblim actually is used in this deck, which I thought was quite interesting. I wonder if they were attempting to make old Drifloon, give him like an actual evolution to use or something, but I don't think it would work. But this Drifloon has expand 1. It does 10 damage during your opponent's next turn. This Pokemon takes 10 less damage from attacks. It only costs 1. And again, energy. Kofu there. This is actually not a bad card to put 2 cards from your hand on the bottom of your deck in any order. If you put 2 cards on the bottom of your deck in this way, draw 4 cards. So again, nice card draw actually. Not bad at all. Again, you have to not discard 2, but you do have to put 2 into your deck, which is fine because usually on the bottom of your deck doesn't matter because you're searching your deck quite often for other stuff anyway. And then also, but you have to have 2 cards in your hand to be able to use this. So keep that in mind. But that's what Kofu does, and that's what activates those Crabominable. There's the regular one there, and the Veluza's abilities that food prep that allows them to attack for 1 less energy each. Super strong. That's basically how I won, using that. Coming in late sometimes with that Crabominable, saving things with the big old Haymaker 250. Even though he can't use it the next turn around, that really turns things around fast. Bring out next time the reversal energy, that also helps. Gives 3 of any type of energy if you're behind. Grab Brawler, just obviously need him. Yeah, so it was a decent deck. It was kind of fun. There's all those Driftlooms. Waiting for there he is, the Drifblim. So he has that everyone explode now attack 50 times is what it does. It's only 1 energy, so it's super easy to use that. I mean, it's basically ready to use anytime because only 1 energy means you use it the turn he's played if you want, if you have an energy in your hand at least. But the attack 50 times, this attack does 50 damage for each of your Drifloon or Drifblim in play. And this attack also does 30 damage to each of your Drifloon, and Drifblim. So, and it's kind of fun. It's kind of goofy. You're damaging your own Pokemon. But then again, and there, look at it, the Moonlit Hill came with the 40 card deck, so you can heal all that damage back up. I'm sure you could even find a way to work that into some of the other damage yourself sort of decks that are out there. If you really wanted to. But yeah, it was fun, and again, that attack was actually huge because that can get up to 200, right? So not bad at all. Nest Ball, need those. Nice to get those thrown into the little deck here. And that's I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, the Drifblims, the Drifloons are really, again, just to get there. Instead of like in my deck, my normal deck, where they're the main thing, pretty much the main attacker. And then you have the Crabominables, you have the Veluzas, which are basically the same, but cheaper ones. So those are those. And I guess now let's get into these. I do apologize. I don't have any sealed things to show you, but I do have a lot of obviously packs you haven't seen yet to show you. But we were all opening packs, and I didn't want to sit on some and take them with me, so I opened all of them. But here they are. Here we begin our first Stellar Crowns. I guess I'll keep the first, and you can have 2 and 4. Fletchling, Phalanx, Ugly. Try to give you a look at the new arts, I guess. And the Fido for our regular commons. Mineshout. I don't think we ended up trading any of these because we didn't get anything. I think, like, it's hard with new sets. No one's really looking for anything particular, so that's the only time any of these guys are looking to trade anything, is when they actually need it for their deck. Alkaberry, or the only time they would ask for a trade. Koraidon, and that was it. Lechonk, our first reverse holo. And again, the reverse holo is now different than the last set, which was just for the special set. So they changed it once. I think changed it once more. I think this is different than maybe it's not than the last ones were. Maybe you can tell me. I'm not quite sure now. Can't remember. There, Melmetal. For a second, that is a rare. Yeah, it's a rare Melmetal. He does a Reforged Axe. Discard all Pokemon tools from this Pokemon before doing damage, and if you can't discard any, this attack does nothing for 250. So it's a weird card. And then got the Archaludon, whatever. Metal Bridge ability, though. All of your Pokemon that have Metal Energy attached have no retreat cost. I could see that maybe being useful. Iron Blaster, 160 during your turn. This Pokemon can't attack. Again, yeah, I got the cool Stellar Crown new energy there. So Archaludon, our one rare, but we did get the metal as well. Metal. Yeah, we will get next to that random stack of cards you see sitting there. We got Bam, Medicham, the antique Brute Fossil for Lily there, Roki, Meditite, Diancie, basic, I'm not sure what, it evolves into something, I'm sure. Togedemaru, and a new Jirachi. Swelling Wish, attach a basic energy card from your discard pile to one of your benched Pokemon. Not too bad. Not too bad. And he's metal, so more metal energy rush. But he's got to be in play and use that attack there. Rhyhorn is our first holo here. Next, Electabuzz. You know how I like those Electabuzz line Pokemon. It's just an uncommon, unfortunately. Unleash Lightning 220 though. During your next turn, your Pokemon can attack. So that's all Pokemon. Well, next, our rare Orthopod EX. Got ourselves one EX there from the Build and Battle deck, Build and Battle box, 4 packs there. In this Pummeling Payback ability, if this Pokemon is damaged by an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, even if it's knocked out, put 2 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon for each metal energy attached to this Pokemon. Also does Rock Tomb, which doesn't allow the Pokemon to retreat next turn, your opponent's Pokemon. So pretty awesome metal card. I don't know. I feel like there might be a decent metal deck or two out there soon, if not already, but even more updated now with Stellar Crown. Metal energy to finish it off. Might as well throw him in a sleeve. Oh yeah, I think I have one more. Oh no, never mind. I do not have one more thing to show. It's just the couple prize pack cards I was gonna give to some of my buddies that were not there, so I still have them. There we go. Let's set him up over here, I guess. Orthopod EX, whatever. Not too bad, not too bad. Guess can't complain about getting EXs. Then third pack then, all right. Mine. Got this Mo Rotom. I thought this is kind of interesting. Reaping Dash before doing damage, discard all Pokemon tools and special energy from your opponent's Pokemon. That's annoying. Lockix. Chaw Cadet. Cyclizar. We got Celebi, uncommon. Lantern, cool. Wait, what's this? Disorienting Flash. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. Put 8 damage counters instead of 3 on that Pokemon for this special condition. Whew. And then Thunderous Bolt. This Pokemon can attack during the next turn. Yeah. So what happens when you have a big attack like 140 on 120 HP Pokemon. Lastly, we got Toedscroll, and then our holos. Rubbin, Salandit, and the rare Raging Bolt. Another Raging Bolt there. Holo, of course. We're dealing with Scholar Bots. Thunder Burst Storm, 1 lightning and 1 fighting energy. It's a dragon Pokemon, by the way. This attack does 30 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon for each energy attached to this Pokemon. Not bad, not bad at all. 30 damage for each energy. And then also Dragon Headbutt for 3 energy does 130. So, great. You use the first attack when you have 1 and 2 energy. You use the second when you got 3. And then, actually, I guess you can use the second when you have 4 energy as well. And then when you have 5, use the other. Or, I guess it depends because, like, I guess if people have, or if a Pokemon has a dragon weakness, then you would with 3 energy, use the first attack instead of second. Do less, but well, you would do 120 instead of the 130, but you would actually only do whatever. What would happen if it was 130 and you had to like, or whatever would be that would make it like, I don't know, like something with a 5 instead of a 0 at the end of the damage? What would you do damage counter wise? Do you round down? So last pack from the build and battle box. There you go. We aren't done though. We aren't done. Charcadet. Oh, you know what? I've been meaning to do this from now on, and I forgot until just now for this episode. But let's guess. I'm gonna guess because I don't remember any of the energies. Obviously, it's not something you recall when you're pulling packs, especially when you're pulling a bunch. So I'm gonna guess lightning, and I'm wrong. Just for something else to do, why not? Charcadet, Clang, and then we get our actual rare last of the energy. Cyclozar. Gulpin. Then we got Tornadus. Takes 50 less damage from attacks after the next turn with that other attack. There's a lot of, I think it's this set that has a lot of colorless Pokemon that like do other things for colorless Pokemon. So I don't know, it might be another colorless deck coming into play after Lugia V-Star rotates out next year. Frogadier. And Pangoro. First Hollow. Diplin. And then we got Antique Cover Fossil, which is for Tortuga or whatever that guy's name is. Hey, Kolbaski, whatever, however you pronounce your name or would like to pronounce. Thank you. Our rare, Leadian, and I think this is, well, I don't know how much it'll be used, but it was in one or more of the build and battle box decks, 40 card decks. Mine there. It's actually there was another Crabominable deck that was that in Leadian with Leadian the promo. Glittering Star Pattern. When you play this Pokemon from your hand, you evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn. You may switch in one of your opponent's bench Pokemon that has 90 HP or less remaining to the active spot. And then also has Swift, which just does 70 damage without being able to do any like weakness or resistance stuff. So it just always does 70 damage. And also it can't be blocked by any other effects or anything. So just always does 70 damage, that Swift. But either way, it's the fact that it almost works as like a boss's orders, kind of. Oh, but you have to time it better, I suppose. Of course, it's always nice to get the boss's orders effect outside of the supporter card. So then you can use your one supporter per turn for something else. All right. Then we have, put this here, this random giant stack of cards. What could that be? Well, I'll tell you what it is. It's a bunch more Stellar Crown. Because one of the guys I was opening some stuff with decided he doesn't want all this bulk. So I got all the bulk. So it's basically all the non-hollow cards. So all the rares in Scarlet Violet are hollows. And then, of course, you get 2 reverse hollows per pack. So there's 3 hollows per pack. So this is all but those 3 hollows per pack out of the other half of this booster box. The other half of which is sitting in these packs right here. That's right. So we have half a booster box of actual packs that were all opened. I'm sorry. You don't get to actually watch me open any. But what is that? 18 packs here. And 18 packs worth of bulk right here. Of course, we also have our actual prize pack cards sitting over there. So yes, there is a bunch of stuff. There's so much stuff that I don't think we're actually going to cover it all this stream. We may have to wait for some of it. I'm going to very quickly go through this giant bulk though. You can see most of the commons and uncommons from the set this way, I guess. And this is actually all pretty much still in order. It was pulled, as you'll be able to see. Oh, there's also no code cards in here, unfortunately, or I would give you basically all of them. There's other guys at the comic shop who use those, so usually that's where they're going. Comfy. Oh, got the Electabuzz. A lot of these obviously you wouldn't have seen yet because you didn't see my half of the booster box, what I got. But it was nice. We both got 6 hits each, basically the same, rarity wise. So that was pretty much great. Love that Eevee. Call for family. Search your deck for a basic Pokemon and put it onto your bench, then shuffle your deck. Always good. I would love to have an Eeveelution deck. I don't care if it's not an actual thing or it doesn't matter. Who knows when the last actual Eeveelution deck was? The last actual viable one was. It doesn't matter. I would totally make one. I just don't know. I would have to find some good EX cards or something, I guess, to base it on. So even all the energies are in here. But yeah, it is just the bulk. Get a look at all the common and uncommon artwork, regular artwork for the set basically here. At least a blurry look. There's our Drifblim. Half the reason, maybe you could say, that we won the tournament. The pre-release party tournament, not an actual tournament, obviously. Although we still got packs. That's what matters, and we had a lot of fun. That's really what matters. That's the reason we go. Give our local comic shop, the owner we know, some business. Have fun with the guys. Make some friends that can also help us with our own games. In fact, I've been also, not just game-wise, but with Beyond Lumina, our story. The story, I have 10 episodes posted. Had them over a year probably now posted on our channel. First 10 episodes of a story, Beyond Lumina. Check those out. We've been going through them live. I think I've only gone through the first 4. Probably going to do episode 5 soon, though. I have up to like 15 or 16 written, however. I was kind of just writing them a little, maybe 2 episodes ahead of what I was posting as I was going. But now after I took a break, I was able to write a little extra. And I'm just continuing to do that. The whole story is already outlined now. It wasn't before. I was kind of just floating around in my head and it was kind of forming itself. And now it's pretty much all formed. And so, yeah, the rest of that probably going to be written and released soonish. I'm going to get through the live ones. Once we do that, I'll start reposting. I'll start posting new episodes. But on the more, game making side of things, these guys from the comic shop will hopefully be able to help us out a lot with that. Board games, mostly card games, but also board games. But I also have my family to help me out with most of the board games and that kind of stuff. They're not quite, they never really played trading card games or anything, but board games is a whole other story. So yeah, what do we have here? 142 normal cards of the set. That'd be including EX. Up to, I believe, just the and A spec counts within the normal trainers. EX count within the normal Pokemon. And then after that's where you get the, so they're numbered after the highest number there, the total number of cards in the set. You start getting then the full arts, the secrets, the illustration rares. So I think we're gonna definitely look at, I would like to look at all the Stellar Crown here today. It's a lot. You know what? Maybe we'll have to just bust this thing half and half. We'll do half the Stellar Crown and half the prize packs today that are in that box, and then we'll do the other half in another stream. Tomorrow I'll be going to that other pre-release, and I'll see what happens there. Maybe because I think that's probably going to be this Friday stream. What happens that time? So maybe if that doesn't end up being very, I mean, this is a lot more than I would have expected coming back with here with having splurged a little bit and also then being given all this bulk, which we can do plenty of things with. So we're not going to have anything like this at the next pre-release. Probably just the normal thing, our build and battle box, a few prize packs, maybe even less than usual because it's going to be a different place. Might just have less prize support to offer. But then, yeah, we'll have plenty of other stuff to add in, and maybe we'll just get through the rest of all this stuff then on Friday. So yeah, strap in, guys. There's going to be a lot of both Stellar Crown and prize packs in this month of month 7 of the collection. Bonita. Got the Rapidash there too. Cubone. There's the Crab Abominable. Colorless Talonflame. Oh yeah, it does more damage to Pokemon with high retreat costs. I do remember seeing that. I read most of the cards that I pulled myself, so obviously I pulled most of these myself. Being that, again, we opened not just the 4 from the Build and Battle box, but then I had the extra 18 here. And again, we have several new Series 5 prize packs to check out. Unfortunately, again, all of which were open because there was a lot of swapping going on. It was a good time at the pre-release party. Good time was had by all. Awesome Mewtwo there, which I commented on is crazy that it's an uncommon Mewtwo. Are you kidding me? How does that even make sense? Uncommon Mewtwo. So is the Celebi. It was funny because right after I mentioned the Mewtwo, the guy mentioned how it maybe makes more sense with, like, you can maybe see it with some others, maybe not like Celebi because there's only one of them. And then I showed him literally the Celebi that I pulled right after the Mewtwo that was also an uncommon in this set. So, like, oh yeah, yep. Oh, I guess we're gonna see that probably in one of these booster box packs here. You'll see my Mewtwo followed by Celebi uncommons. But yeah, again, as I said, we got the energies, we got the 4 commons and the 3 uncommons from all of this dude's packs. Our buddy here. Thank you so much. I mean, come on, look at all that bulk. Some of these cards are probably not going to be too bad. Probably going to end up, these are the kind of cards we'd probably end up posting online. Since it's not necessarily our own bulk collection, either we post some of these online, they would also perhaps be going to my nephew. Probably going to be both of those things combined. Nephews, that is. There's a Kofu there. Yeah, that's what I told him, is the nephews will really appreciate this. I'll tell them this was courtesy of one of the guys at the comic shop. They'll eventually meet him, I'm sure. Especially once they get older. They're actually going to be probably going there for their birthday to pick some stuff out. Well, one of their birthdays is coming up, and I'm going to take them both just, so they can both get something and not one doesn't feel left out. And then, the other one's birthday comes up in December, we'll do it again. All right, already 45 minutes in, guys. Thanks for chilling. Since that's the case, yeah, we're only going to do half of both of these stacks here. But there, yeah, you see, we got the whole booster box. Man. Not sold, but basically prize. So I got the box because I got the most packs, but it was a prize. I don't believe they are for sale just yet. I think only really the build. I think you can sell the build and battle boxes. I think it's going to be maybe the end of this week, whenever stores will actually have these for sale. But of course, if you go to a pre-release, you get packs, guys. Did you know that? Collectors out there. I'm not much of a player, as I've said many times in the past. But you know what? Whenever you get this, again, and I won, so it helps. That helps with getting more packs. But even just as a consolation prize. Not everyone does this, but I bet you can find one place maybe around you that gives good enough prize support, you know, for a collector that it doesn't play like myself or like yourself, if that's like how you are, to warrant you going and grabbing yourself some packs, especially at pre-releases. I think these are the funnest because um, they're just the most chill. You know, they're the most casual. People aren't going to earn points. They're not the big. What is the big league cup? I think is the big one. The challenges are smaller. Those are pretty cool too. If you can find a nice smaller place to go. So yeah. Anyway, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And you know what? I actually looked through these other 9 a second time. Actually it was the same day of the pre-release, so that was sat back on Saturday. It's been a bit for that. I don't think I looked through these again since I was at the comic shop, and these 9 I didn't look through either since then because I only looked through 9 of them, and these are the front. So it's kind of more of a, it's kind of going to be a slight surprise for me, as I have to just remember what they all are. I guess I'll set them. I guess I'll set them right here. Hopefully I pull the right side every time. It already opened. Opened them all at the comic shop so we could, again, see, everyone could see what they had. And again, we got 9, so you probably can't use these yet if you're trying to. Maybe just gonna have to check back on the VOD. There was something. Okay, luckily it's just obviously the energy there. But yeah, there was a bit of a stickness, not like sticky, but if you see that little white speckle, yeah, right down there at the bottom of the card, like got stuck to the energy card down there. But oh well. Fan Rotom. Oh, and it's darkness. I already looked. I cheated. Fan Rotom. Another one of those. Fan Call. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for up to 3 colorless Pokemon with 100 HP or less. Reveal them and put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. You can only use one of these abilities per turn. That's one of those colorless I was talking about. To help out other colorless. Mine Fu is the Mo Rotom as well. Scorbunny. Eldegoss. And Lantern. Then, and Briar, that is. Might be worth a bit. What's Briar? You can use this card only if your opponent has exactly 2 prize cards remaining. During this turn, if your opponent's active Pokemon is knocked out by damage from an attack used by your Terra Pokemon, take 1 more prize card. Hey, that's not bad. That's actually quite interesting. It takes a lot of timing, but for 1 more prize card, that's pretty good. Iron Hands is not a Terra, so you can't stack that with Iron Hands. But still, if you're knocking out another 2 prize Pokemon, then yeah. It's basically like making your Pokemon into Iron Hands, I guess, right? So it's kind of cool. Cubone is our first reverse. Second, Caracosta. So Tortuga's evolution. Primal Knowledge. Attacks used by your Pokemon do 30 more damage to your opponent's active evolution Pokemon. And our rare Iron Boulder. I have one I have not heard of. Actually, now I look at it, it looks like a future version of Terrakion. Adjusted Horn. If you don't have the same number of cards in your hand as your opponent, this attack does nothing. It would do 170 though if you do. That's kind of nice. For 140 Pokemon, I guess. Okay, pack number 2 of 9. I'll keep this code. Meltan and Fire. Nope. I should just guess the same energy type as the common card is, right? Probably. I mean, we're gonna get pretty much right the same amount of times. Fletchender, Finian, and it takes the fun out of it though. And Taurus. Dub Wool, Soft Wool. This Pokemon takes 30 less damage from attacks. If you're wondering what that says. Again, one of these streams soon, and maybe it's going to be the non-Pokemon TCG stream this week, which will be Thursday morning, or something else. I am going to try just streaming on my phone. It'll work fine, but I will be limited to how many people can see it. But I don't think that's going to be a big deal. Hopefully, you guys just subscribe so I get past that stipulation where they restrict how many people will see it. And then I won't have to worry about it. I think it's just 100 subs. After 100 subs, maybe it removes that. I'll have to check that again. But anyway, yeah. Swalot, that's a nice throwback to Gen 3. Haven't seen it in a while. Love it. In fact, I saw the guy that was opening the other packs, his full art, probably the best card he pulled, and maybe it was the illustration rare even, was the Gulpin that's eating the giant cake. Pretty awesome card, I thought. We got our Mewtwo there, and oh, I guess that's not the one with Celebi, but our reverse holo Talonflame. That must have been why I read that card specifically, because we had a reverse holo. Next, Meltan, and we saw the Melmetal also. Zeraora. Combat Thunder 20 plus. This attack does 20 more damage for each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So he has 120 HP. He can do 100 damage. Up to, wait. Oh, never mind. I guess it'd be 100, 120. Yeah. It's not 20 times. It's 20 plus. So extra 20 on top of the other 20 for every bench Pokemon. Ethan, yo, what's up? What's up? Here. Yeah, your code? No. Yeah, your code. If you can see it. I'm hoping the you're actually not going to be able to use these yet. But anyway, I'm going to say grass. Nope. Of course I was wrong because I tried to go with the common type trick. Of course, trying to cheat like that, gonna get it wrong. Slowpoke. Brokey. Yeah, whenever they end up doing the update, then they'll work. I'm sure they won't be taken. It'll be harder for people to come back and get them on the VOD. It's especially if they're bots that keep taking them. I really want to know. Comment in the comments if you're the ones that actually get the code cards in these videos, please. Ladybug. Obviously need that to get to the Leadian, which is your boss's orders Leadian. Tornadus. First uncommon there. Crispin. Search your deck for up to 2 basic energy cards of different types, reveal them, and put one of them into your hand. Attach the other to one of your Pokemon, then shuffle your deck. Very interesting. And then finally a Double, another colorless there. Our Holo, Cradily. Selective Slime. Once during your turn, you may flip a coin. If heads, choose Burn, Confuse, or Poison. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now affected by that special condition. And also does Miasma when 100 times for 1 grass energy. This attack does 100 damage for each special condition affecting your opponent's active Pokemon. Ooh. So you can put 3 then yeah, you can get 3 of them on there if you flip 3 heads with that ability alone, not including all the other ways you can get special conditions on Pokemon, right? But Cradily can get all 3 on if you get lucky. You don't have to, I mean, you just choose a different one every time, obviously. You don't have to like get that lucky. It just requires 3 heads. And 100 damage per every time you get that. That's not bad. So 300 damage plus maybe more. I'm not sure how many conditions you can actually get onto one Pokemon. If 3 is actually maybe the max, I'm not sure. But if it's 4, then man, Cradily can do 400 damage if you're using another Pokemon to put another effect on, another status effect on your enemies. That's crazy. Oh, wait a second. Also, yeah, then of course you can only use that once during your turn. So it's going to take 3, but of course you can use that from your bench. So you don't need to have Cradily in while you're trying to stack all those. Finally, Oh, I guess the second Electivire. Very cool, very cool. And our rare, the Cradily. So yeah, that one was a rare. That's nice. It's actually a very cool card. I'm slightly tempted. I don't know, slightly. There's so many cool cards. There's so many cool decks that I would be tempted to try to use or make or whatever. Some of them are actually going to be meta enough that they're going to have deck lists. Some of them would just be stupid, probably. That one's my code. Clang. I'm gonna say grass again. Hey, I was right. I didn't cheat, I swear. Clang. Cyclozar. Gulpin. There's what's that do? Super Poison Breath. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. Yep. That's Super Poison Breath, all right. Graveyard. And uncommons. Yeah, Electivire again. I see a lot of duplicates, obviously. So I'm going to hold booster box here. Jirachi. And Lapras. Nice art there, I think. Our hollows. Koraidon. Already kind of spoiled a little bit, but not too much. Dreadnought. What's that ability? Impervious Shell. Prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon that if that damage is 200 or more. Interesting. And also that hard crunch is 80 plus if your opponent already has if your opponent's Pokemon has any damage counters on it, it does 160 instead of 80. So 80 more. Rare. Boom. Venusaur EX. That's right. Not the special illustrator. You know what? I didn't see on the list. I saw the Bulbasaur and the Squirtle special illustrations that they made for this set that you can get in the set. I'll just say now we weren't that lucky. That would have been amazing. I think they're just full arts though. Rarity. Yeah, not bad. Definitely not bad. Tranquil Flower. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may heal 60 damage from one of your Pokemon. Pretty cool. Also confuses and poisons something with that Toxic Whip. Dangerous Tox Whip. But you know what? I'm thinking that they're going to be making special collection boxes like they always do, of course. But the boxes for this set, I bet you, are going to have promo full arts of Venusaur and Blastoise EX. Just saying. I'm pretty sure those are cards that were made in the Japanese set, and they are not in the English one. And it's probably because they're going to put them in boxes. So we are probably going to end up with those boxes. Just like the Greninja and Kingdra from... actually, yeah, that was Shrouded Fables, but the Greninja and Kingdra from Shrouded Fables had to get the boxes for those. Love that Kingdra card. The Greninja is pretty cool too. The Kingdra is where it's at, which we don't have yet, but we will be getting soon. This is your code again. And also, hey, Cash and Dad's Pack Busters. What up? What up? Thanks for the sub, by the way. Slowpoke. Let's say Psychic because of Slowpoke. And nope. Roki. Ladybug. This set is basically complete, by the way, already. No doubt. Van Rotom. Area 0 under Depths. Jirachi. That might be an interesting card. That allows both you and your opponent to have a bench up to 8 Pokemon instead of 5. Jirachi. Reshiram. Purugly. Reshiram again. Another uncommon legendary. What is up with that in Stellar Crown? Because they have all the future and ancients now that are their true rares, right? You're going to downgrade all the legendaries to uncommons. And then like basically everything else is common. And finally, our rare, Noctowl. Speaking of, which is also, I think that's another one that's going to be in what is it? The ETB, yeah. The Elite Trainer box has the Noctowl full art, which also looks very cool. Jewel Seeker, once during your turn, when you play this Pokemon from your hand, you evolve one of your Pokemon. If you have any Terra Pokemon in play, you may search your deck for up to 2 trainer cards, reveal them, and put them in your hand. And then, of course, shuffle your deck. That's a pretty nice one. I'm gonna move that off to the side now. Don't need to see that or this, I guess. Whoa. Still what? 4 packs left still to look through. All right. All right. Yours, 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 mine. That's right. Failings. Per ugly. And again, we forgot our energy, which let's say fire, because that's the one we never get. Nope. Still didn't get it. Probably the one nobody ever gets since the beginning, since the dawn of Pokemon. Per ugly. Fido. Charcadet. Of course, back in the day, they didn't give you an energy in every pack. That's a recent thing, I suppose. Mewtwo and Celebi. Nope. Lacey and then Celebi, maybe. I know there's a pack that we did it, that we had it. That Lacey card, though, I'm telling you, that's probably going to be played. Yeah. It's like basically the best card draw card and has an easy stipulation to make it that. And even if you can't hit that pretty easy stipulation, it still lets you draw 4, which is pretty decent. There's the Celebi uncommon, that is. Of course, we have several of them already, especially from our giant bulk. First, holo. Slowking. Next. Another of the Archaludons and another of the Archaludons. Yeah, I remember that happening as well. Arcana luck. All right, let me get some of this stuff moved a little bit here. Running out of space rather quickly. And I even made some room. Maybe if I just do this. Nope, that wouldn't really help. I'll keep them how they are. Do this. Because these 4 were the old from the build and battle, but not old. From the build and battle. Put them over here. Including that one. And over there. And yeah, also the Orthworm. EX came from there. Is that who Yukimori did the Meltan? I've seen that name several times. Is that the one that does like the yarn Pokemon, Yukimori? We saw the Meltan several times. We'll take a look at the clay one, the claymation one. Okay, yeah. All right, keep those prize packs here for now. Move these over here. Yeah, we shouted out that name a couple times on the stream. It's definitely a good illustrator. I assume most of them, if not all of them, just do whatever you call it, visual art online or on a computer. All right, that gives us a little room for just 3 more of these, and then what do we have here? We have they are in order, I believe. A lot of 3s. I think everybody, all the shops got extra prize pack Series 3 back a couple years ago, so now everyone's sitting on a ton of Series 3. So that's why I have a bunch of those. A couple Series 4, one Series 5 here. I think I sat on a couple, so not like sat on and broke, but kept back. So only gonna open one of the new ones, but a couple of the old, not really old, but just the ones that just were from last year. 4 we were just getting that were new, and 3 are still new enough that you can play. I think basically all the cards in them. Maybe here and there might be one that's a little too old. Gave Meltan 2. Did they give Meltan 2 artworks? Maybe. It's possible. It's possible. A card that isn't going to be used. So yeah, we'll do the Series 5, 2 4s, and 1 2 3 4 6. Wait. 2 3 4 5 6 7. I thought there would be. Okay, yeah. Oh, there's 3 Series 4s. Never mind. So we'll do 1 Series 4 in the 5. And then 4 3s both times, and next time we'll do 2 4s and 4 3s. Again, that'll probably be Friday, but if I get a lot of stuff tomorrow, then we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll do it Thursday for an extra stream or something. and we'll go through the rest of it because there's just so much. And we'll be stacking up even more after the next tournament, not counting the one Wednesday tomorrow. So yeah, we'll go through those in a second. Last Stellar Crowns, 3 more. Again, we'll still have 9 of these for next time. Oh, sorry about that. Noon. And this is yours, 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 yours. I'm gonna say darkness, why not? Nope, fighting. Morgium. Gossifleur. Cubone. Nimble. And Revavroom is first uncommon, actually. With Glass Trumpet, that's for Terra Pokemon and colorless Pokemon. You need a Terra Pokemon to play. Choose up to 2 of your benched colorless Pokemon. Attach a basic energy card from your discard pile to each of them. Pretty cool. Again, that's going into that colorless deck. Kind of seems interesting. Diancie. Not going to be able to be used for that Lugia deck for very long. I love the like rainbow going on in the bottom there of the colorless reverse hollows. Yeah, and again, I can't remember if this is the same pattern as they were doing for the rest of the Scarlet Violet or not. I do like that pattern. Hoodoo, Raboot, and Rare. Terracotta, I guess we already saw that too, yeah. I must have, yeah, it was another reverse hollow, I suppose. Two more. Let's do this one. Why not? No reason in particular. I'll keep that. And I will say grass. Nope. Darkness this time. Right on. Right on. Morgium. Gossifleur. I think Rhydon's kind of cool too. I never really liked Rhyhorn too much, but Rhydon's kind of cool. Cubone. I also have a lot of Rhydons on Pokemon Go. Maybe that's why. There are a lot of higher CP ones. Koraidon. I don't play much Pokemon Go anymore though. I never really got too into it. I just collected, as everything else. Togedemaru actually got me into collecting Pokemon cards again, so that's kind of cool, I suppose. And the Veluza with the food prep ability there. First hollow. Pretty awesome looking Marowak. Probably, yep, uncommon. Growl and Bone Vengeance. Your bench Cubone, if any of your bench Cubone have any damage counters on them, this attack does 120 more damage instead of just 60. And second, Salandit and the rare. Alchemy. I guess it's Milcery, like sorcery. Yeah, Milcery and Alchemy. And then the final pack for today, Stellar Crown. Oh wow, look at that. There's a card in this pack that came with a sleeve on it already. I wonder why. And that is for you. For later, I suppose. And that is a Psychic Energy because I can see it. Those might be cool. I might have to get whatever I use, 8 of those new Psychic Energies to throw in my deck for some point. Always switching up the energies. Why not? So many different ones to use. So yeah, got Pancham, Duraludon, which we need for all our Arcaludons, Purugly. Yeah, good. Finally, the Tortuga. Got only one of him. We got more of his evolutions. Only one of the fossils as well, I believe. Up to this point. Even, actually, I'm not sure what the bulk had. I can't remember. I've just cycled through that twice so quickly that, yeah, I just don't remember what it all had exactly. The Okaberry. A lot of different berries, which aren't going to be used, but there are several different ones that are all similar. This one, you take less damage from fire attacks. There's ones, the less damage from water or whatever. I don't know. Different ones like that. Anyway, the Next, second uncommon, Vigavolt and Azumarill. Both pretty cool, pretty cool. First, reverse holo, Espathra. Second, there's the Melmetal. And finally, I wonder if it's a decent rare. Yeah. Okay, I actually wasn't sure which one it was. Terapagos EX, this is, I guess, this is like the main card, but not like the main art of it, obviously, but still cool card. Terra Pokemon, and the guy I was pulling with told me you can tell it's a crystal Pokemon like back in the day, and they haven't done them, I guess, for a while, so he was like all excited about that. Because you can tell, I guess, because it has 3 different energy types for its attack, and also it looks super crystally, I guess, is also a way I would say you could tell. See the borders kind of all colorful, so there's a lot of very colorful cards in this set, that's for sure. Much more colorful than some other sets, I would say. Put him there. All right, and that is that. Wow. It's a lot, but we did it. One more thing to get through for today. We can do it. What is this? 6 more packs, 6 prize packs. Not bad. Half of our first place reward. Mostly. What did I say? 6. So I'll take 1, 3, and 5. Actually, I'll give you this one because it's the Series 5 one. So there you go. Nest Ball. Always nice. The Future Booster Energy Capsule could be decent. I know people are using them. The Brute Bonnet, again, got a second one of those now. New one. Most of these, if not all of them, are new. Oh, the Nest Ball's not, obviously. And another TM Devolution, not posted on TCG Play, at least the last time I looked. So we have 2 of these now, holo ones. Haven't been posted on TCG Player yet, or, listed there. So eventually we'll get ours on there. Perilous Jungle holo looks super awesome. Probably, I don't know, that might be one of the coolest regular looking cards in the set, in the new prize pack series. Just, normal, maybe we'll say normal trainer cards, although most of the holos do look normally pretty awesome. And then our normal energy, and it's the old type of Scarlet Violet. Would be the next series that we see the new ones, I'd say. Next year, then. Probably, I assume these are every year they come out with a new prize pack. And apparently it's going to happen slightly, maybe every time, slightly after the new rotation. And so they're going to have some of the new rotation newest cards, like, so that's why Series 3 will probably maybe have just a few that aren't playable, just like, in a few years, this one will have just a few that are unplayable, and that would be the early Scarlet and Violet. Or I'm sorry, even if you go even further into the future, it'll be just the few of the Temporal Forces, basically, is the only ones from that will eventually be usable for one of the coming years. In the coming years for one of the rotations. Luminous Energy. There's a lot in here because we were actually given several Kirlias for our deck, more than we needed, but whatever. I mean, I kept being handed. Oh, and also more Psychic Energies, so you'll see extras of those. Luminous Energy. Ultra Ball, I think I gave out a couple of cards, but I'm not sure which they were. Can't remember anymore. Professor's Research Unholo, the kind I would use, but I am already using the one I need. Artisan Holo, kind of cool. Did I show you that code card? I meant to. Oh, I guess. Wait. I guess I didn't because it's not even down there. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, so yeah, so we had one from Series 4 or 5 maybe, and then one from either whatever, Series 2 or 3, I guess, those energies. Those might have been 2 extras there. I'll just set them there. There's the actual code card. So you can have that too. Some you can actually use today. I don't know about the Series 5 though. In fact, those might be unusable still too, so as far as I know. Yeah, Tinglu EX might be okay, I guess. Maybe. There's a Hollow Curlian, not worth a whole lot, so I've considered maybe even throwing four hollows in the deck at some points for some of the tournaments in the future. Darkness Energy. Definitely going to be putting the unhollow energies in the deck though. All right. Yeah. Let's just keep going. Put these off to the side. Up here. Yeah, up there with the other ones I was given. It's crazy that we barely pull any psychic from these prize packs. We got here. Oh, unless I already showed it, I'll keep that one. Let's do the energy first. I will say maybe this is a psychic. Oh, it was cool. Wasn't sure if I did actually have any this time or not. Yep. Soul Rock. Sorry, let's put them here. Dragonite, awesome looking Dragonite. Silver Tempest. You can tell it's old by that old yellow border, which has changed many more times than I thought it had. I realize. Lost Vacuum stamp, hollow. And another hollow Wailord stamp. I think the Lost Vacuum may be our third. Or you know, that might be our first hollow one. Third overall, though. It's nothing too crazy there. I don't think, right? There wasn't anything too crazy. All right, 3 more, and then we're out of here for now. Make sure you check out the stream I literally just did before this, the 6-month look at the collection after 6 months. Just the Sword and Shield and Scarlet Violet. It is about an hour, so strap in. You can also, again, just fast forward. I mean, you do like the faster times because, yeah, it's a video now. It's a video. Let's say darkness. We do get, nope, that's a psychic again. We get a lot of darkness, so. Arezu. Got a lot of Arezus too, and it's like the one that's worth the least, maybe. Not worth much. Lance. Lance is always cool. That's a Silver Tempest. Search your deck for up to 3 Dragon Pokemon. Reveal them, put them in your hand, shuffle your deck. Definitely put that in a Dragon deck, I guess. Or, you know, something. A grass deck, maybe. King Gambit. Leadership, that's actually a relatively new card there. Oh, well, base set Scarlet Violet. So that goes to show you where Series 3, how late it was. Your basic Pokemon's attacks do 30 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon is what that ability does. That's kind of interesting, I guess. Sweet Cosmos Fighting Energy. Cosmos Reverse Hollow. So another Cosmos Reverse Hollow for us. In fact, we have the other regular Hollow version of this energy as well. Now we have both types. We have a Fire Cosmos as well behind us. And Iron Treads EX. Obviously, again, a newer one. Scarlet Violet base. Not bad. I mean, it's a stamped EX, whatever. The energy might be one of the best there that came out from all these. But then again, there's like the Hollow Nest Ball. Some other things like that could be decent. 2 more packs here to go, though. Look at that. Another Arezu. Gonna have to start counting and see where we're at number-wise with some of these cards. I will keep this code card, and I'll give you the last one. Huamis. Let's say metal. Nope, it's a fire. Oh, yeah. Arezu. Another Lance. Arezu Lance combo. Professor's Research. Lots of trainers. There's normally a lot of trainers in these, though. Trainers and energies, a lot of those. And then Brodel, because you're always getting 1 energy of your, 6 cards, and then there might also be another one in there, another hollow in there. It might actually be, I think there was a time we pulled 2 reverse hollow energies in 1 pack, and then we also had a special energy card. So we had 4 of 6 cards were energies, and the other 2 were trainers. Brodel. Go back in the video, you'll find that one. And the Holo Hisuian Heavy Ball, which will probably be going up on the shop soon. It's a good pull there for our shop, something we would put up there immediately, being that it's late Sword and Shield and very much used. And something that we won't use. I just added my own unhollow stamped one, and that's, again, as far as I'm going to go. We won't be checking out any values either, because this has been long enough, and there's no values for Stellar Crown yet anyway. Maybe we'll check out the prices of some prize pack cards, but you'll probably see those prices whenever I post the cards myself on my own shop, right? So here's the last card, code card. Thanks for joining me, guys. Thanks for chilling and chatting. I had fun. Whew. I'm running out of breath at this point, about 3 hours worth of streaming now. Silene. And our energy was grass. Nope, and electric. Silene. Canceling clone. I believe I had some of those, maybe both of these up on the shop. Another Dragonite. And sweet double turbo energy. And one more card. Lastly, another holo, obviously. Holo switch card. I think that might be actually the best one. Double turbo is not bad. Hisuian Heavy Ball holo is not bad. Switch card's definitely not bad. And what else? The holo nest ball isn't bad at all. Those are probably the best, along with you know, like maybe the Iron Treads. I don't know how used that is. And the other one I mentioned, I can't remember what it was. That's probably, you know, that always gets used. All right, that is it, guys. That's it. That's only half, not including some of the stuff that I still have unopened, actually, that we got from the last tournament. Oh my goodness! And the rest is sitting right there for next time. 9 more Stellar Crown, 6 more prize packs. It's gonna be great. Yeah. So join me for that. It'll either I'll update the community tab. Probably is going to be the way I end up doing it, or you'll just see me go live, I guess. Hit the subscribe and hit the bell to get notified whenever I do go live. I will try to, though, give updates, especially on things like that. Usually we're just going to be, you know, it's going to be streams on 9 a.m. on Tuesdays, today's Eastern, that is, and then also Fridays 6:30ish p.m. Eastern. So those are our 2, you know, true days. And then we're also probably going to be doing non-Pokemon TCG stuff Thursday, most, if not all, Thursday mornings from now on, or again around 9 a.m. Eastern, and maybe other streams on Wednesdays, depending on what we're doing. And tomorrow, it'll be that tournament, and then that's why I'll be able to update you on maybe doing an extra stream of Pokemon this week, because we might have just so much prize stuff to get through. I might just do another one. If not, I'll add that stuff and the stuff from Wednesday all together into our Friday stream this week, and we'll see that all together. That'll be a stream at least as big as this one, if not bigger. And yeah, that's it, I guess. I'll probably even, like I said, be coming back with the next live viewing of our old Beyond Lumina story, so I can hopefully get caught up with that. I've been writing more and more of that the past this weekend, basically. So I'm going to be going and doing more of that even today. Getting really ahead there. Go, what's up, COVID? However you pronounce that. Sorry, bad with pronunciation. Catching me at the very end, unfortunately, but make sure you like and subscribe anyway, and check out some of the VODs maybe. See what the channel's all about. You can read the description too if you want to know what we're really about, if it's not clear enough in some of my other streams. Some I don't always talk about, I guess, the whole philosophy behind the channel, and I'm not going to now, only because we're getting to about a half hour and I am ready to go, because again, just did right before this, you can check out the video of my whole collection from Sword and Shield base set up to current. Check that out after our 4-hour half an anniversary, and so 6 months later after beginning our collection, checking out our newest part of that collection, where we stand. That was about an hour video or so. So if you want more content, you can check that out. It literally just happened, so it's very fresh. In fact, I'll probably post it as the premiere video for returning people or whatever. Favorite card in this set, meaning Stellar Crown. Oh man, I think I need to see what the Venusaur and Blastoise EX cards look like, but it's probably going to be one of those. I think the Bulbasaur and the Squirtle arts look amazing, so those would be great always. What else is there? Yeah, there's not like a ton that I saw that I was like really in love with. There were maybe a few others that are escaping me. I think I'm thinking too much of the Shrouded Fable stuff though right now to think of the Stellar Crown. But yeah, there's some decent stuff, I guess. I'm not sure how popular this set's going to be. There might be cards that are really good though that people are looking for. I know there's some that are. I mean, just some of those trainers seem like they're pretty good. Um, but yeah, I'm not sure what my favorite would be. Probably one of those. The Galvantula EX, just a regular card, looked pretty awesome when my buddy pulled that. Out of the ones, I mean, the Terapagos EX also looks really cool back there, I think. Again, just the regular ones. The full art Terapagos looks pretty cool too. There's a lot of again, like I said, a lot of very colorful cards in this set. So we will, spoiler alert, sort of, I give you a little sneak peek, I guess. I won't, not really a peek, but sneak here, that there is a full art in one of those last remaining 9 packs, which you probably would have guessed, right? Seeing as how all you saw me pull from that booster box, the half, well, I guess 1/4 of the booster box was that one Terapagos EX. So obviously there's got to be something else in there, right? Well, there is, and that'll be next time, I suppose. I wasn't sure if we'd see it this time or not. We're going to see it next time, along with, I guess, a couple other, like, EX or whatever. So that will be next time. I will catch you probably, definitely going to be 6:30 p.m. Eastern on Friday, this Friday, as always. But maybe again, maybe this coming Thursday, maybe be back for even more Pokemon just because we might have so much prize support to look at. We'll see what happens. I will update you on that in the community tab. For now, though, that's it. Again, thanks for chilling, guys. All you out there. I'm going to butcher some names here probably. Kolbuskin. I'm just going to stop right there. You know who you are. Ethan, Cash and Dad's Pack Busters. Yeah, and thanks for the recent sub, and thanks for all you others that subbed as well. I just know for a fact that Cash and Dad's Pack Busters already subbed, showed up on my thing. So thank you, and JR Lender, thank you for chilling. COVID, thanks for hanging out just at the very end here. Sorry, that's all you caught. But again, I will see you guys next time. Randy, Nerds Templar, peace.